do you think we should go?
Wherever.
Let's just enjoy every second of getting the heck out of Ludlow!
What the hell is that? The first place I learned about death was a pet cemetery. It's a secret place. Generation to generation, dead things buried in that land would come back. There's something else.
Can you hear them?
Voices. I think something's wrong with Timmy.
He needs time to adjust.
The people built the pet cemetery to protect them from evil. That's not Timmy. Something's talking through him.
Hell, what have you done?
We have to find Timmy. Now stop this.
I held him the day he came into this world, and I'm gonna hold him the day he goes out.
Believe me when I say sometimes dead is better.
Ooh, October 6th. October 6th. That's right around the corner. That's right around the corner. That looks pretty cool. That looks pretty cool. That looks pretty cool. So I've always known about Pet Sematary, about the movies, about the book. So yeah, I've always known about the Pet Sematary book and the movies, and so now I've never seen the original Pet Sematary movies that came out back in the 1980s, and so I've never seen the original one, but I did see the 2019 remake that came out a few years ago, and apparently the remake of Pet Sematary didn't do so well, and so yeah, it didn't do so well, and I can totally see why, because I watched the remake, and in my opinion, I can totally see why, and I saw that the remake wasn't good at all. All right, it wasn't good at all, because, well, for a lot of things, the from what I remember, the story wasn't good. All right, the story wasn't good. It was pretty lacking. All right, it was pretty lacking, and I don't know, just the whole movie itself just wasn't that good. It was very lacking. The story wasn't good, and I remember the movie itself, it just wasn't. I mean, I thought the visuals looked nice. All right, I thought the visuals looked nice and pretty cool, and I thought it was I don't know, it just wasn't that scary. All right, it wasn't that scary. All right, it wasn't that scary either, and so so yeah, it wasn't that scary, but I really did enjoy the visuals. Like, I loved the visuals of the movie a few years ago, but Pet Sematary 2019 just wasn't good, and I could totally see why. I could totally see why a lot of people didn't like it. And so so yeah, I watched it, and like, I don't know if I'll watch it again. And so but I've always known about Pet Sematary, and I've never seen the original before. But anyways, But yeah, I've never seen the original Pet Cemetery. I heard that the original movies are better and it's really good. That it's really good and that it's better than the remake. And so I might check out the original one day. I might check out the original one of these days. And so do I know the story and the characters about Pet Cemetery? Yes, I kind of do. I know some of it. I know some of it, but I don't know, like, I don't know it. I don't know it fully. All right, I don't know it fully. All right. Since I've watched the remake, what I do know about Pet Cemetery is that apparently in the story, when a pet dies, and one of the or some of the characters get really sad, upset, or pretty mad about it, and once their pet dies, the characters, a family wants to bring their pet to life to this cemetery that is for pets, and so they go to this pet cemetery and they want to bring it to life. And for some reason, I think the pet cemetery is, you know, well, and so they bring it to a cemetery, and then about 24 hours later, or who knows how long later, the pet comes to life, and the pet comes back alive, and something isn't right with it. All right, something isn't right with the pet. All right, something isn't right with it, and it starts acting in strange behavior. All right, it starts acting in strange behavior, and so something's wrong with it. All right, something's wrong with it. And so not only that, during the Pet Cemetery story with the family, and with the pets and everything, one of the family members, one of the family members also dies as well in the movies. All right, they also die as well in the movies and in the books. And so the family dies, and that makes him even more upset and more sad and more traumatized. And so they do the same thing at that cemetery as they do with the pet. They bring their loved one, their family loved one, over there, and they bring him to life. All right, they bring him back to life. And so they bring their family member back to life, and so the same effect happens, right? The same effect happens as it does for the pet. And so, and like I said, when a family member comes back to life, something is not right with them. All right, something's wrong with them. Something's wrong with them. They're having a strange behavior. All right, they're having a strange behavior, and they're not acting right. All right, they're not acting right. And so that's when all goes down. All right, that's what all goes down in the movies and in the books of Pet Cemetery. And so so yeah, the family is traumatized and really sad because they don't want to lose out on their families, and they don't want to lose out on their pets. And so so yeah, they don't want to lose out on them. And the horrible decision that they make, the horrible decision that they make is that they bring them to the cemetery. They bring them to the cemetery and they bring them to life. All right, they bring them to life. So and so yeah, that's when all bad things go down. All right, that's when all bad things go down in a Pet Cemetery. And so so anyways, so yeah, that's what happens. And who knows what happens during the movies and in the books. And and if they don't find a way to stop this, all right, if they don't stop this, then something's gonna happen to them. All right, something is gonna happen to them. And that's what I know about from the movie. That's what I know that's what I know about from Pet Cemetery, and um, so yeah, that's what I know about it. And I heard that it became a really popular book and movie from Stephen King. All right, I heard that it became really popular books and movies from Stephen King, since it's Stephen King's story, it's his creation, and yeah, so it comes from Stephen King's creation, and so that's why it's so popular and well known, and so like I think it would be a very good story, and pretty good characters. All right, I think it would be pretty good for the story and the characters, and so yeah, 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 and this trailer it looks pretty cool. It looks pretty cool, and it kind of looks scary. It kind of looks pretty scary, and so um, but yeah, it does look pretty cool, and so and it does look pretty scary. So so hopefully the movie should be pretty good, and hopefully if it does well, hopefully if it does well, and hopefully if it does pretty good, then I'll probably watch it. All right, I'll probably watch it. And so Pet Cemetery Bloodlines is gonna be on Paramount Plus. All right, Pet Cemetery Bloodlines is gonna be on Paramount Plus. So hopefully if it does pretty good on the streaming service on Paramount Plus, if it does pretty good on there, then yeah, yeah. I hope you all enjoy my reaction video to Pet Cemetery Bloodlines, the official trailer. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you do, I really appreciate it. Make sure to go check out some of my other videos that I just recently made for you on my YouTube channel. Alright? Make sure to go check out some of my recent videos that I recently made for you on my YouTube channel. And if you do, I really appreciate it. Alright? I really appreciate it. Alright? Alright. But anyways, guys, this is Gavin Renault here, and we'll see you later. Alright? We'll see you later.